転生
I really should have waited before I actually gone ahead and done the gameplay for this video, but in this video we got a video request from Dokkan Force, which is kind of ironic because we're playing Legends. But yeah, we got a video request from Dokkan Force, and he wanted me, or she wanted me, to use a triple cooler team. Now, I didn't actually think this team was gonna work out well for many reasons. Many reasons. The first one being, I hadn't finished my Zenkai Cooler yet, and it would have been much more ideal to have the Zenkai Cooler, but obviously I didn't have the Zenkai Cooler at the time of the gameplay. Now I do. Well, my voice cracked. Now I do, so if I was to do it now, it would make more sense. But I wanted to show this gameplay because without the Zenkai Cooler, because I would have done it again if the gameplay was bad. But the team actually went crazy. Like, I was bodying people with this team, and I thought Metal Cooler, this is the second reason, I thought Metal Cooler would really let the team down a lot, because I hadn't used Metal Cooler in a long while. I haven't gone up against him. I don't even see him on the Lineage of Evil team at all. I'm not sure if he's a region unit, I don't believe he is, but I don't see him on the Lineage of Evil team at all. So it's kind of like, whoa, obviously because the Red Freezer is better than him. So using him, I was thinking, oh, he must be really updated. He's not going to be able to survive with the rest of the team. My third reason is, I didn't really like Lineage of Evil teams. Not a team that I like using at all. I don't favor the team in any way, shape or form. It's not my go-to team. I would never go to it. I'll go to every other team in the game probably before I touch a Lineage of Evil team. But that being said, I don't know a lot about the Lineage of Evil team and how to use it most efficiently. So if he was to give me the Lineage of Evil team, boy, well, at the time of me recording this gameplay, I didn't anyway. If he was to give me the Lineage of Evil team, it's kind of like, oh man, like, alright, cool. Really and truly, I should just read and like just understand how each unit on the Lineage of Evil team works. But then I just don't, because I don't use the team. But the next reason is, besides from the fact that Metal Cooler, I thought he's going to be a letdown, and besides from the fact that I don't use the team, I don't know a lot about the team. I didn't at the time, so that was just that. But actually using this team, I had to obviously look into what everybody can do. This was actually after I used the Lineage of Evil team for the Zenkai Cooler gameplay, but this gameplay was recorded after. It was recorded after that, but before the update, because obviously there's the tackle update and whatnot, where the tackle's been nerfed, so you can't use it the same way. PvP is a bit less fun, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still cool. PvP is what makes the game different. But this is not a Lineage of Evil team. It practically is. Everyone's a Lineage of Evil team, unit on this team. But the 3 units I'm only going to be using are obviously Metal Cooler, Final Form Cooler, and Transforming my Final Form Cooler. So I read into all of them, and the overall gist I got from it was Final Form Cooler, the blue one, he's the one that's going to be buffing everybody. So if you want to, like, how do I say, I believe if you're going to switch out, you want to switch out from Cooler, because Cooler has a pretty good unique ability. When this character actually is switched to standby, it's kind of like Bardock, in the sense that when Bardock is switched out, he actually gives the other Saiyans the buff, Super Saiyan Bardock. It's called Cold Hearted Family, and it says here, applies the following effects to tag Lineage of Evil when this character is switched to standby: 35% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, 30% to critical rate for 20 timer counts, and restores ki by 20. Now, obviously, I don't believe it was like that before, because obviously this is me reading the Zenkai version. The ki bit, I don't believe it was there, but the damage inflicted part, I do believe it was there, and I believe it just got a bit of a buff. But yeah, and he's actually strong himself when he switched in from the tag Lineage of Evil. So if I switched into Final Form Cooler from any of the units on the Lineage of Evil team, he's actually going to be doing a lot more damage. The gist I got from Purple Cooler is that he's a last standing unit. So if you go to his unique ability, this is his first unique ability that I'm reading from. It's called Ultimate Transformation. I have to read all of it. I'm not going to read the part that I'm talking about, but I'm just going to read all of it and you'll hear it. Ultimate Transformation restores own Vanishing Gorge by 40% when its enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Applies the following effects to self per defeated tag Lineage of Evil or episode sagas from the movies battle member when this character enters the battlefield. So he gets 25% damage inflicted for each defeated battle member and reduces damage received by 10% for 10 timer counts. So the 10 timer counts thing is, it can be useful because if someone dies, you'll be switched into the next character, and if that character is cooler, he could actually take a lot of damage. So the fact that the damage is received is reduced, that's good. And then obviously the damage inflicted is great. That's more amazing than anything. You can go up to 50 because you can only lose 2 people. But it doesn't say anything about cannot be cancelled, so it for sure can be cancelled, which is kind of the downside to it. The fact that it can be cancelled is actually going to be quite annoying. With some characters, they'll actually just get rid of that, like Super Vegeta, or the fusion team's running amok, doing a madness. So if Super Vegeta just activates his main ability, his main ability will just deactivate all your buffs. But let's go into Metal Cooler now. Whoa, I feel kind of ill as well. Like, I think it's just the pollen in the air or something just destroying me. But yeah, Metal Cooler was the one that I actually thought was going to be a letdown. But he's actually alright. Like, he's got a few things that are pretty good here. They could be a bit better, but I'm going to read both of his unique abilities. So the first one's called Metal Body. The following effects occur when his character enters the battlefield. Restores own health by 5%. That 5% could have been more, but if it was more, I'd understand that it's a bit much. Maybe like 10% or 15%. But then he could be alive forever. He'd be OP if it was more than that, which is why I understand 5%. But health is health. The next bit, 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. 30% to own key recovery for 15 timer counts. Again, that key recovery thing, I've spoke about it before in other videos. That key recovery thing is not my cup of tea. Like, I feel like they could have just made it key. But again, that's more of like a Zenkai type ability, so I understand. And it randomly destroys one enemy card. Now that can be very useful if the enemy's got like an ultimate art or special move. It can actually just affect their whole game plan. They'll be like, oh, I was going to do that as well. Like, I know that's definitely happened to me with like, it's not the same, exactly the same, but with like Super Perfect Cell, I believe he locks cards. Or like Zenkai 6 Majin Buu, he does the same thing, he locks cards. So that's really inconvenient when you're trying to get a combo out in a certain amount of time. But then his second unique ability, Analysis Complete. The following effects occur while this character is on the battlefield. It inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade +3 to strike arts cost. That +3 when you've got a whole deck of strike arts will be annoying, trust me. For 15 timer counts, that's pretty much the whole time a person will be stuck in. People don't stay in with one character for 15 timer counts realistically, unless they've got like Namek Goku, because his green card actually his green card restores his gorge, or like characters that can restore their gorge, like Bardock after his transformation, so his second main ability, and transforming Super Vegeta, his second main ability. I'll repeat that main ability because I stopped talking halfway through it. Inflicts enemy attribute downgrade +3 to strike arts cost for 15 timer counts when they use a strike art. So is it for every? I believe it's every strike arts. That's pretty wild. And it says here, inflicts enemy attribute downgrade +3 to blast arts cost for 15 timer counts when they use a blast arts cost. So it's the same thing for both cards, but it's just real inconvenient because it's going to cost more. But Cooler is actually a defense type, so he can take a pretty good hit. I'm not going to lie. Like, look at that damage there. Like, it didn't do him that much, and then his main ability, I just healed him up there. That's like real convenient that he doesn't actually just get owned Like, he's not the strongest unit, I'll put it out there, and he does have a lot of tags, so he can fit on a few teams. He is a regeneration unit, I thought so. LOE, merging, regen, and the new powerful opponent tag. So he can fit on a variety of teams, but he is an outdated unit. But overall, Dokkan Force, I like this video request. I messed with it because it actually worked out very well. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Anniversary is real soon, so stay on your toes, save your chronos. But yeah, if you haven't already, press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 3K subscribers. It'd be great if I could hit 3K subscribers by the time anniversary comes. So I'm just putting that in your hands. It's always in your hands. If you want to help me grow, press the subscribe button. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about likes, but leave a comment. Comments are more important than anything to me, so definitely leave a comment. But yeah, besides from that, I'm going to let this gameplay play out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Out of my sight! I require no assistance! Heavy! I will destroy Too well executed for an amateur.